Yo, what's going on, guys? It's SMS back with NFT and Me, and we are sponsored by the LazyVerse NFT collection. And the villains are still coming out. There's a little bit of a hiccup with Magic Eden. Not sure if they're going to be going with them or if they're going to be launching on the Monk Labs NFT launching pad. I will keep you up to date, and I will drop some information regarding that as soon as it is confirmed. Anyway, today we're going to be taking a look at Solana Nft. It is a pretty dope project. We're going to dive into all of the reasons of why you might want to get into this project, or something to just keep on your radar. I could see this being maybe a longer, like 6 month to 12 month play. Maybe even just sit through and watch how it develops. It depends on your investing strategy and what you would like to do. Some people like to get in and get out. Some people like to get into projects, hold on to them, become part of the community, and build that way. Either way is great, in my opinion. It all depends on what your strategy is. Personally, I might go into it looking like a flip and think, hey, this is a definite long-term thing that's going to develop, and I might stay in there a little bit longer. But like I said, this is not financial advice. This is just I take a look into a project to see maybe why you might want to buy into it. We're going to take a look at the price action, and we're going to take a look at everything else that they have, their social medias, and to see what's going on with Solana. All right, so let's get started.
All right, guys, we got the page put up here. It says, make new friends, host events, and play games in the Solana ecosystem inspired world. Imagine a world where your NFT is your avatar. And they show some little samples here of how your NFT could be your avatar. Now they have the roadmap broken down here, and I do urge you guys to use the link in the description below so you can get to this and take a look a little bit closer and read all the details, because I'm just going to show the headlines because the light paper has a little bit more details. I think it's going to be important for you guys to take a look at. So the roadmap outlines development milestones for core functions of Solana. The team will continually explore different innovations and implementations to bring value to Solana and our partner communities. Now, Q4 of 2022 was the conceptualization of Solana when they came up with the idea and started putting it together. Q1 and 2 of 2022, which is kind of right now moving forward, is the mint, which already went down. Community building spaces, staking, faction, essence emissions, the SVA token sale, and SVA token emissions, which is coming up, and then the crafting of in-game assets as far as the mount, weapons, and emojis. So then going forward the rest of this year, 2022, for Q2 through Q3 is the social and gamification, where they start to build into that. The Q3 through Q4 is interactive and dynamic spaces, where it's going to be able to bring more social ability around. And then going forward is decentralization and sustainability. So they definitely have a nice detailed roadmap. These are the ones I would focus on if I were you guys looking at this project. And I think that's the best two things to kind of focus on. Going past that is kind of far out. But still worth noting and still worth taking a look at, because it gives you an idea of where their heads are at. So let's take a look at community spaces. Now this is the Hunter's Cantina, inspired by the Bounty Hunters Space Guild. This is the Hunter's Cantina, is where users can gather to purchase weapons, browse bounties, and barter. The Bandito Bar is a wild place to drink tequila, enjoy live music, play poker, and punt on digital horse racing. And then they have the NFT-nomics. This is the Savannah Eggs. Savannah Eggs are not just another PFP or NFT. They're designed to accompany you throughout your journey. So they break that down a little bit more in the NFT tokenomics page here. But what we're going to do is, let me get this thing out of here once that goes away. We're going to take a look at the light paper, and they break down more of what we want to look at. So here are some partners they have. You guys want to take a look at the full list, go ahead. Like I said, get on the page here and go through it, read everything. I will read this part for you guys though. Solana is more than just another metaverse project. We created Solana as a movement to encourage openness, collaboration, and interoperability between projects on the Solana ecosystem. So the main thing is they're trying to build this thing together and unite things. So I think personally, because it's better and it gives more opportunity for everybody to build and grow on top of that. Solana aims to bring additional utility to all NFTs, tokens, projects in the cryptoverse. Every single building, space, and avatar is created alongside existing communities. We hope to become a beacon for all future projects. So And there is a free version for this, so you don't have to own this to play, but you're not going to have all the benefits that come with that. The mint was February 1st at 1 Solana, and they have 2 to 3x as of right now. And it's on Magic Eden, and their team is not doxed, but you know, there's some information on them, and you can look into that a little bit further. But there's 2 guys that kind of run the show, and then there's 10 people underneath them that have a lot of experience in the NFT gaming space, so on and so forth. So let's take a look at the light paper. Now this here, we can play this wild music. If you guys want to listen to that, feel free. But for humanity, to build a metaverse that is wholesome and purposeful for the growth of humanity, aligned incentives to design a transparent business model centered around the user's well-being, decentralization to be governed and owned by the community with no central authority, value creation and power, and bring value to the existing communities, inclusivity. The metaverse will not be discriminative towards its users, so everybody's got an equal say and opportunity to be part of this. The Savana metaverse is created through humanization of our virtual interactions. We aim to create and change the way we interact online by redesigning online networking spaces, social rooms, and virtual events. So that's what these are, where you go hang out and watch and do things like that. Today's virtual interactions are limited to video conferences, Discord, chatters, public forums, and video streaming platforms. Imagine a place where you can do all that without the need to swap between different applications and chat rooms. So basically imagine being able to get on a Zoom call and Facebook and Magic Eden all at the same time. There's a couple other virtual world projects that are doing similar things to this, and like I said, you don't need to own this to be part of it, but there would be definite benefits to doing so. And you can see that there's different NFT projects where you got pesky penguins, you got the monkeys, you got all of those kind of things, thug birds. So on Savana, your NFT is your avatar and your identity. For example, if you own a Thugberg's NFT, you'll be able to walk around the chat and attend your events as your Thugberg, which is sick. Like, imagine yours being on there. Imagine Lazy Heroes being on there. That'd be sick. All right, so the NFT, we want to add value for the existing communities and NFTs being compatible with every single NFT. Just sign in with your Phantom or MetaMask wallet, select your avatar, and bring your NFT to life. So that right there makes me want to be part of this, but I got to get one of these guys. So your Savana profile, each profile on Savana will be created using Solana address. You'll be able to create a username, display your personal information, feature your NFTs held in your wallet on different platforms, not just Solana. There's Ethereum and BSC. Receive messages and offers in your inbox. So gives you basically like a private marketplace and like a way for anybody to contact you. So that's where they're doing the chat room and contact, like Facebook kind of thing. Interact and socialize. So you'll be able to have video chat, interactive objects, player-to-player interactions. We'll be able to go here and play around, trade, do all of that kind of stuff. And then the Web3 integration. Savana will be the hub for decentralized and Web3 applications. To humanize and gamify your experience when interacting with these applications layers, we have created arcade machines, candy machines, and trading desks. The community spaces and features have bulletin boards, archive chat systems, a private space, and a center stage and TV screen. So you'd be able to kind of stream and watch things together as a group. If you guys want to take a look at this. Very cool. Got this shark guy over here. This is the bar one. We'd be able to go get a drink, hang out. So imagine like watching a football game or something like that, or whatever you're into. Maybe some UFC event or something like that, and then you get on there and take a look at this guy. So the tokenomics and NFT-nomics. Savana eggs, stored value. Savana eggs are long-term stored value assets that accrues value from the Savana ecosystem. There's staking rewards. Stake your Savana eggs to harvest essence and SVA tokens, and then each egg represents financial ownership and governance of the DAO. The SVA tokens. Utilities are used for in-game and economic interactions, in-game purchases, and then rewards and incentives to earn SVA tokens by participating in a variety of events. So there's the eggs. Gets into more details with that, but I'll let you guys get on here and take a look at some of these little fine-tuned details. So they have the DAO and treasury governance broken down, the tokenomics broken down here, liquidity pool, operations, marketing, public sale, team, private, platform, and play to earn rewards. So they show you how they break down the 21, what's this, billion? And I guess there will be deflationary. So long-term vision, SVA token utility, and let's see. That's pretty much everything. And here's a list of all of their partners. Very extensive list. The Zillas are in there. Magic Mushies are in there. So Rogue Sharks, those are the sharks you saw in there. The Mecha Mounts, New Bad City, Doge Capital. So a lot of great projects in there, and you'll be able to run around with these on their game. Like, that's where your NFT comes to life. You sign in with that. So there's a contacts right there, but that's the light paper, and that's a whole breakdown and everything you need to know about Solana and why you might want to buy into this project. Alright guys, I pulled up Solana on Magic Eden. You can see that the floor price is only 2.7 Solana right now, and the average price is 3.5 Solana. So this could be a good opportunity for you to get in a little bit lower than some of the other people that have been in. Also, it could go down lower, so not financial advice, and time your entry correctly, but you're going to want to look at the history, maybe get onto another site like Soul Radar. They have, the last couple of weeks or a month or so, you can see where the price action is. This only came out on February 1st, so they're still in price discovery kind of thing, in my opinion. I think that these run for a little while until they start to find something that they stick at. It also depends on the market and see how things are going. If crypto's up or down, that can affect the price as well. So keep all that in mind when you're looking to enter into a project. But this is a good project. I think it's going to be around for a while. I think they have a bright future ahead of them. And the more and more that they make partnerships with these great projects, the better and better, and the more quality investors are going to be jumping into this. There's only 470 of these listed. So you can imagine when the supply shock kicks in and it's in the 2s and 3s, you're going to see these floor prices probably closer to, like, I don't know, maybe 8, 9, 10, something like that. So keep that in mind when you're looking into these projects. You can take a look at the eggs. They're pretty cool looking. These are like, it's just that it's nothing special, but I think there's a lot that goes with owning this project, I think, is the key point. So take a look at it, see if it's something you like. I hope this helps you make a decision, or at least see a little bit more about a project maybe you didn't know too much about.
Alright guys, that's a wrap. I want to thank you so much for watching the video, and if you learned a little bit more about Solana, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with all the projects that I put reviews out on, all the updates that come through the Discords that I think are going to be important for like-minded investors and individuals like yourselves. For Solana, my overall consensus is I think it is in a good buy range. Maybe even wait, see if you can snipe something that drops a little bit low or lower than the floor is right now would be a good ideal thing. This is definitely, in my opinion, a long-term hold, something that you want to establish a position in now before the ball really starts to get rolling with this, because I could see it at least 10xing, 100xing in the long term. But this is a great project. They have a lot of really cool metaverse and a lot of cool, like, kind of integrating the whole NFT space in general. I think it's a cool concept. But yeah, it's a project that you might want to hold on to, and as they carry out the roadmap, find your exits at that point, or maybe just hold on to it long term and see how the whole thing goes. It might be something you fall in love with and you can never see yourself parting ways with. But like I said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how many eggs you hold or if you plan to buy one. Other than that, guys, take care of yourselves and be safe.